Okay, on today's episode of Furniture Messiah, I bring to you wine barrel chairs. So, how you build these chairs also will depend on what kind of wine barrel you get. Because I built a set for myself, and I got chairs from just like a local guy off of Craigslist. And chairs. I got wine barrels. And his were like, they weren't completely dry yet. I think there was still like water inside. And the boards were cut a lot thinner than these ones I'm using for this video. Okay. It was actually nicer that these were drier because they were just nicer to sand. The other ones had like a shit ton of clear coat on them. And so I used a lot more sanding pads on those. So that was the plus. And they were easier to take apart because there was less tension between the barrel ties and the boards. The biggest, I guess, obstacle with making the chairs is you need to pay attention to how you cut the boards. And I have like a diagram that I used to make sure I kept track of all the different parts, because you want to make sure the pieces you pick that are in pairs are pretty similar in size, width-wise. And then how you cut them is really important. So any of the braces on the back need to be cut. You want to cut the outside so you keep the center, because the curve is more pronounced in the middle. And you don't want to have like a lopsided curve, or else the boards aren't going to sit right. Your chair's going to look hella wonky. But you only want to cut to save the center on your braces. The other pieces you kind of want like an oblong curve. So like the front, you just cut one end, but you want to take off the weird, funky part where the barrel tie, not the barrel tie, where the cap is. You know how it sits in the barrel. That didn't make any sense. But you'll see what I mean. I'm cutting off the ends, you can see. I'm just nipping those off because you don't want those. And for the fronts, I had fucked up. I'd made them 26 inches tall, and you'll see at the very end of this video what kind of chair that makes. It's not a fun one to sit in. The only one I think where I don't cut off both ends is the armrests, because it's kind of nice to have that lip with the little notch in it for your hand, to grip it. So I left that one I only cut off the back of it. And if you go back and study that diagram, I have like all the dimensions. The only thing I don't have on there is the little nub that I put on the rocking chair. I did have to cut a couple boards in half, which is something I didn't have to do with the other wine barrel when I made the other set of chairs, because it had, like I said, the slats were a lot thinner, so there were way more boards, and this one they were more thick, so I just chose a couple of the thicker ones and cut them in half. For the feet, you definitely want to gather the 4 thickest boards you have, because you want them to be, they're going to take all the load. So you want them to be pretty big, because they're your base, and kind of messed up on this chair a couple of times, so. It's funny how money changes situation. What in the Jesus? idea what I'm doing. Oh, never mind. This is the one that had the funky two ends. Try to make it straighter than that. You can, instead of staining the wine barrel, like the inside of the board, where it'll be stained by the wine, so it'll have like a purple color. I thought about just leaving it, but then we just stain the whole thing. Oh well. But if you don't stain it, you can just clear coat it and it'll have that purple color still. So you know, you can make 2 chairs from a wine barrel. At my local feed store, a wine barrel is $75. I got them on Craigslist for $50 at one time for a whole. If you get them in halves, it's more expensive. So it's cheaper to just buy a whole and cut it in half yourself. if you want to do that. And I'm gonna do a table video. I'll probably upload it with this one, just since this is a set. These are wedding gifts. And nearby in Napa, a set of these chairs sells for $900. Something crazy. I think $75 divided by 2 is like what, $37.50 per chair. Well, I already have the stain, but that's like $50, maybe $20. I don't know, depending on how you want to do it. So yeah, they could sell them if they want. But I did ask one couple. I think I just was randomly asking them, "Hey, do you like rocking chairs? Do you like to rock in a rocking chair?" Everybody likes a rocking chair. Don't you like swings? If you don't like swings, you didn't live as a child. I'm sorry for you. Something about being weightless and just rocking back and forth is amazing. When you cut the boards, I did label them, and then I stained over the label. But I made sure where I labeled them was gonna be where I was gonna mount a board, so you can see, like, I usually label them like curve brace. I just did CB, or back brace BB. You know, you get the picture. So cutting the boards, labeling, and pairing them, really important. Definitely make sure you pair them correctly, or else your chair will be asymmetrical. But I mean, if you like asymmetry, that's do you, boo-boo. You know. For the what the fuck? Why can't I think of a word? For the seat. There we go. Jesus Christ. Okay. For the seat, I just took the barrel caps. Fucking. They're notched together. So usually they won't come apart easy. But it doesn't matter if they're kind of loose, because you're just gonna screw those bitches down into the brace anyway. So it's easier to just take off like one of the boards if you can. But I stained the extra piece just in case I needed it back. Because I wasn't sure, you know. I mean, I was pretty sure, but just in case. You never know. These chairs don't really take that much time to make. It's like usually more days spent staining. Well, you gotta prep with the cutting. It's sanding and staining that takes more time, because you have to let the stain set. And you can wipe it if you want. I don't think we wiped it, just because I wanted them to be darker. But if you wipe them, it won't take as long to dry. And the clear coat we did after they were assembled Just because it'll seal all the holes where you screw, you know, so water doesn't get in there and start rotting the wood. I'm sipping tea. Sipping tea. Okay. I had already assembled, I think, a couple of them. The bottoms. As you can see, that little nub on the back part, it goes under that curved brace. And it's just to lift it up a little. If you don't put it in there, you will be sitting like really fucking weird in the chair. It'll be way too angled down and it won't rock right. I had to modify the original set of chairs I built and put this piece in because, well, I found somebody else's video and then I kind of did what they had. They didn't give any dimensions or anything, so I was like winging it, you know what I mean? And when you do the curve brace, one end does need to be an angled cut so that it sits on that little nub semi-flat. It doesn't really need to be flat, but semi-flat. You just need to get it close enough so that you can get a screw through there. I think I used 1 3/4 inch. No, I think it was 1.5 inch screws. I should know this, but let's just go. These are long enough because that's what women do. These are long enough. That works. I'm just kidding. No rag on them. No ladies. Obviously. It's nice if you have help to put the legs together. Once you have the legs together too. Oh fuck, that's right. I didn't give a dimension for the distance between where I mounted those boards to the edge of the foot. Essentially, it's a foot. I think I did 5 inches from the end in where I set that front brace for the armrest and that little nub board that holds up the curve brace. You're really gonna want to take a picture of that fucking diagram because I'm gonna be referring back to it a lot. Maybe. Or maybe just till now. I don't know why, but the easiest way to attach these, unless you have a better shop than me, which is definitely possible, this is just my garage, I just drew a line for where I wanted the back of it to sit and try to make it as straight as possible, like parallel with that leg. Set it up on the ground, use the leverage to get it in there. I'ma lose my mind, crazy, I'ma do love, I gotta do the genie. Sorry. Still my mom, Stormy Daniels. Sometimes you gotta back the boss up. I call that taking Corey gambles. Find yourself up in the food court. You might have to enjoy samples. All this things I'm questioning. Almost what got Tristan single. If you don't ball like him or Kobe, guarantee that bitch gonna leave you. Hey. And I prefer to waste it on girls in basic. That's just some yay shit. Right now, let's do what we want. Sorry, I should probably stop singing. But that's a good line. I love your titties because they prove I can focus on two things at once. Wow, that's some lyrical genius right there. Oh, what the fuck? I think I skipped something. You like I'm just dangerously holding the metal while she cuts it. Yeah, that's YOLO right there. YOLO, don't mind losing a finger kind of YOLO. I didn't have enough boards to do the front brace with this barrel. I don't know why I forgot about it. I could have cut another one in half, but nope. So instead I use a barrel tie and cut it with the grinder with the cutting blade. Just boom shakalaka, you know, drill a hole into it, put it in there. It looks cool. You'll see, believe me. I did have to do a bunch of extra shit though because of that I probably would have had to do anyway. Never mind. A hammer is always your best tool when it comes to making metal do what you want it to do. You just pound that shit into submission. So, bitch, I want you to be flat, so I'm gonna fucking bang the fuck out of you until you're flat. Wow. That sounded interesting. This is an important part. The brace on the back. Because it really has an effect on whether the chair is going to rock correctly and if the legs are going to look crooked. It's a lot of trial and error. I don't know if this is the chair where we took that back brace off maybe like 3 times, and then finally I just took the whole thing apart, flipped it over, and redid it, and it rocks really great now. The good thing is this is oak. They're oak barrels, you know. And oak is really good wood to build with. Super strong. So you have a lot of leeway for fuck ups. And you can still fix it. And it'll be a-okay. So just Hakuna Matata the bitch, you know? You fuck up, Hakuna Matata. You can probably fix it. Look at how great that rocks. Look at it. I'm having such a good time. Whee! You gotta test it. It's just clamped right now. But, yee. There's the butt. When I put the first back, it's just the middle back, you know. It looks cool if you have the hole in it from the barrel. But if you want 2 chairs with the hole, you need 2 barrels. Some unlucky couple got no holes. The other lucky couple got 2 holes. Okay. Up to you. Sometimes they use them for that front brace. Oh, did I call this front? But whatever. But what I'm doing here is I'm just lining it up with the chair. Make sure it's in the right spot when I connect it. I have no clue what the fuck we're talking about. attaching the braces. Oh, I mean the back. You want to attach that mid-back first. You don't have to screw it in, but I mean, as long as it's straight, why the fuck not? But you're gonna want to have it attached, at least clamped, because you need to set up the mid back brace so that you can, attach all the back pieces and the armrests. You want to have it there so that you have two attachments and you don't have like a bunch of weight on that lower back brace. It's fun to just test out the chair multiple times. I see you on Instagram, you look better up in person. I feel like I had more important shit to say about this, and I cannot remember for the life of me. Do not attach the seat until you have the back done. It will sit in there fine, but don't attach it yet. I was just showing off that I make things level magic because I am the furniture messiah. She from another country, I brought her to the city with me. I know it's never boring. After we leave, girl, you know where you going. I heard this earlier. Come on, guys. Go back to sipping tea. I would have started recording earlier, but they were searching for someone in a helicopter. You can honestly mount the armrests with like a screw. I think the fronts I just mounted with a screw too. For this first chair, I drilled pilot holes, and then I grabbed the larger drill bit that was the size of the screw head and just lightly screwed into the hole so that I could get the screw flush with the wood. And then on the next set of chairs, I just drilled the pilot hole and then just really force that screw flush. So you can do either way. It's up to you. Looks the same. It's just whether you want to go whether you want to go gorilla or not, you know, all your force or not. Just know it is a art to judge when you are going to be flush with the wood. And it'll be flat, you know what I mean? Because sometimes you go crooked. Just know there's some finesse. I found out during this that trying to tell somebody how to do something is very difficult because I don't really know how I'm doing it. You know, I just do it and then it works out. I never thought about it before, really, how to explain it. We gonna set this party off right. Promise. She has no idea what she doing in college. Imagine what she majored in and make no money. Be careful what you major in. Sometimes it's for no fucking reason. I ain't picked a career. She like, fuck it, I just stay down her. You only need one screw per brace for each back. Don't go overboard. Screws are expensive. You could probably use nails, but I would do 2 then. We broke a lot of fucking screws in the making of these chairs. Doing that metal brace took like 5 screw lives. I really feel like taking a nap, but that would mean sleeping. And for that paper, look how low we stoop. Even if you in a bed, you're still in a coop. Come on, and when it falls down, who you gonna call now? Come on, and when it all falls down, say fuck the police, that's how I treat them. We ride way out of jail, but we can't buy freedom. Yeah, that looks cool. I mean, it looks kind of weird here, but she's admiring how she fucked up a screw hole. I did a chair brace on the bottom just because. Not just because. But because not all the boards are attached. And I don't want any of them to fall off. You know, they get thinner as they go and I couldn't attach them on both sides. So I attached the ones I could. And then I built a metal brace for the bottom. and attached it to all of them. And that is a really sturdy seat. It is not going to come off. Sorry about my breathy laugh. Man, those sunglasses are the shit though. Color me rad. You come to check on me, Fuzzy? Still sitting here. I don't need no drama when you call. I put way too many screws, but I did it mostly for aesthetics because I thought it would look nice. And it looks pretty nice, so. But you don't have to use that many. Especially if you do this seat brace. I do this dangerously because I've been working with metal for quite some time, and so it doesn't scare me. But this is the easier way to do it. Just mount it to something sturdy and cut it. It's so much nicer if you have an anvil to just hammer it into like a 90 degree or something sturdy and metal. I don't have anything yet, so I just fuck up my concrete instead. It's already pretty fucked up, so no biggie. Try to drop another one. You was itching to scrap. Exposed your ghost right at night. Scrap. You want like a little bit of curve because the seat is curved slightly, but that's too much. I think I beat it. Yeah. Like I said, hammer and metal, beat it into submission. Looks pretty good. Yeah. Yeah. Boom. Looks nice. I hope this looks okay. It was nice to have that metal brace in the front because I just attached it to that. Worked out pretty good. So, the lack of boards was actually a plus. I took the price and lit that bitch up. I took the ice, limited my wrist up. I took the price and lit that bitch up. Damn. Yeah. This probably took longer than I needed to. Well, I finally got through. Isn't that amazing? It does not matter if it's turned like that. Just so you know. Remember, the top is braced. So as long as they're all connected, it's still mounted to the two legs. But you definitely want to attach all the boards, just cause fun. I mean, you don't have to, but I thought it was you know? I don't know. What does that even mean? It lit that bitch up. I took the ice. Let me know by myself. Took the price. I took the ice. And the bars up. I am not a fraud. Why am I a god? They don't make them like me, no man. I'm a dinosaur. And yeah, the chair looks nice. Look at that seat, so pretty. Yes, there's a table, which I'll do a video on that. That's gonna be a lot shorter than this one. This one's fucking long. And now, bloopers. Feel like a midget. This is a chair for a giant. I don't know. I think this should have been higher. Dang. We don't need to drill all that other shit. I should put them right in, huh? Slap that flush it out. But it's kind of like barely on there too. Really? Oh shit.